My name is Bill Cannon, obviously. I'm a 20-year Manhattan North homicide, retired from a detective sergeant. I'm out here in Montauk, obviously. And Wednesday night, we're going to have David Rader on the show. And if you don't know who David Rader is the second in command of Equus Midwest. He's actually in command of the equisearch unit in the Midwest. And he's going to come on and talk about canine searches and what the canine search means. And there was some questions in this case regarding the scent ending at the end of the and there's been some back and forth with different people talking about what all this stuff means. But David Rader is an expert, and he's going to tell us all about it. As I said, I'm out here in Montauk, Long Island. If you're not from the New York area, the Long Island area, Montauk is the very end of Long Island. It's like they they boast that it's the fishing capital of the world, but other places say the same thing. Anyway, I'm here on a little R&R. I'm going to be heading back tomorrow so I can do the show tomorrow night and talk with you people tomorrow night. Anyway, one of the things about this case that's a little bit surprising, well, not surprising to us in law enforcement, but maybe to the folks that want to hear fresh information, is that the police aren't. The Hawkins County, the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office is handling that now. So does that mean anything? Are we led to believe that maybe that means something? Uh, right now, I'm seeing I may be having some buffering problems here, but I see I'm back on the screen. So right now, the Hawkins County um, Sheriff's Office is handling this situation, and not Tim Coombs. However, we still have equisearch is very much involved, and if they were called back, good morning, Jamie Lynn, good to see you. The most important thing is to find Summer Wells, and that's really what we want. Is we want to find Summer Wells because that's the most important thing right now. Um, Many people want to hear from David Rader in regards to the search, where they searched, where if they had to search again, where would they come back to? And David is a wealth of information, an amazing man, and that's an amazing organization, as you know, equisearch. Hello, Gigi. Good morning, Gigi. Nice to see you. And as I said, a lot of people want to hear more information about the canine searches, whether it's um, the cadaver dogs, the dogs that are searching specifically for the body, or the bloodhounds. They want to hear what's the methodology. Um, how are these dogs utilized? Did the dogs come up with any scent? They want to hear all of those things. And David Rader can surely answer those questions. As you know, um, hey, search and rescue, 911, what's your thoughts? Good morning, Blue Diamond. Dodie Redding, good morning. There's been so much speculation from so many different content creators on YouTube in regards to what happened in this case. And one of the things you should know about my channel, Police Off the Cuff, is that we're all former police officers. I was a detective sergeant in Manhattan North Homicide Squad. Good afternoon from the UK, Sharon. Search and Rescue K, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Dave Rader's going to be on our show Wednesday night. I know that Dave would gladly come back and resume the search for Summer Wells if he was asked to by the police. equisearch doesn't throw their weight around. They they are amazing people. Hello from South Africa. Hi from Newfoundland, Canada. Hello, Vanessa Overton. Nice to see all you guys. He would happily come back and resume the search if he were asked to. Iron Maiden, England. Please relook at Soma's hair at the waterhole on her right side of her fridge. Uh, One of the things I just want everyone to know is that the police, the FBI, and the TBI, believe me, they have a lot more information than the internet sleuths uh, on on YouTube and Facebook. They they have had they have the evidence to vet against the statements And much of the evidence that we spoke about is the electronic evidence. And the electronic evidence, the phones, the text messages, um, they're available, and they probably have most of that information back. To compare the electronic information against the interviews is another thing. To get to figure out who is telling the truth, who's not telling the truth, and all of those things are being vetted by the police, the FBI, and the TBI. Hello, kitty cat meow. There's a lot of cat lovers on this channel, I'll tell you that much. In my sort of educated opinion, and some people will talk about search and rescue canine mom, I'd be happy to chat and explain. Well, that's one of the reasons Canine Mom we're bringing David Rader back on. I believe Duty Ron, who's a good buddy of mine, he's bringing an NYPD canine officer on this evening to explain some of this stuff. Snicks Abby, I grew up in Hawkins County, city of CH, Charleston, is that? Billy David Polides speaks highly of him, so I like him. Uh, we were told that the police had more evidence in the Orrin and Orson West case, but it's gone cold. Well, you know, only the police really know that unless they release the information to the public. Um, One of the things I truly, truly believe in this case, I believe, and I said it right from the beginning, that the answer to this case lies in Candace and Don Wells and in their circle. I think that is where the answer to this case, I believe that's where the evidence from this case will come from. And I believe ultimately that's where this case will be solved, in their circle. Uh, I think from the beginning, their their behavior has been quite suspicious, and I believe it's still suspicious. And their actions, as they say, actions speak louder than words sometimes. Their lack of actions. One of the things we mentioned in the case was when Dave Rader in equisearch was down by the water that day, and Candace was there, and she didn't even approach him to thank him and his group for searching for her daughter. To me, that spoke volumes. It spoke volumes about her character, and it spoke volumes about whether or not, she knows something that we don't know, and so does Don Wells. And good police investigation, FBI, TBI investigation, hopefully will uncover that information. But right now, unfortunately, we don't know that. KB says it's not normal. Yes, I agree, and that's why we're pursuing that end. At least we're talking about it from a educated police perspective. Some of the folks also in the chat, I read investigation, also speak and hypothesize and theorize. That's how you come up with answers. That's how you put investigative brains together, okay? And that's how you solve cases. I'm sorry with the connection. I'm all the way out by the inlet in Montauk Point, Long Island, and I'm by a restaurant called Gosman's that a lot of people who live out on Long Island know this area and know Gosman's. I thought it would be nice to go live from here. Uh, uh, Dawn Robertson, the first thing I noticed in the beginning was them speaking in past tense about summer. I believe Candace is covering. Uh, I think you're right. I still noticed um, Don and Candace speaking about summer in the past tense. And does that mean anything? To me, it means a great deal. It means a lot. It means that they're thinking about her in the past tense. Uh, Sammy Sosa, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Thanks for all that we do. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for supporting the show, folks. If you're not um, if you're not subscribed to Police Off the Cuff, just go to the YouTube channel, ring that bell, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. I'm sorry about I'm understanding I'm buffering a little bit. I can't tell when it goes out. Said I was by the Montauk Inlet. You can see the boats out here. You see there's some guy on a little rowboat rowing his way into the inlet. I don't know how advisable that is, but as you can see, the boat's coming in. It's a little overcast today, but anyway, why I'm having not the greatest reception, but you can see over on the other side is the lake. I'll take you for a walk over there. To the right is the ocean, and to the left is the bay. So it's not that. Anyway, I'm out here in Montauk enjoying a few days of rest and relaxation, and I'm sorry that I didn't get a great connection here, but I'm still having fun anyway out here. I left my wife back at our room so I could go into a place that I thought would be very scenic, and you guys could take a look. There's this a beautiful boat coming in now. You can see. As I said, it's a little bit overcast today, but it's still beautiful out here. I always loved Montauk. I would take my kids here when they were little and take them fishing and take them by Montauk, by the point where the lighthouse is. Anyway, I want to get back that, again, Wednesday night on Police Off the Cuff After Hours, Real Crime Stories. I'm going to be with a favorite of all you guys, Phil Grimaldi, straight out of Brooklyn, Phil Grimaldi. And so, retired police officer and attorney Joe Murray, who is a very popular guest. He's such a popular guest, I've been having him on a great deal of the time because people keep asking him. And if you've been following him, he answers almost all the chats. And not only does he raises some really significant questions, some interesting questions. I don't always agree with him, fact, I don't agree with him a lot of the time, but he does a hell of a job raising some great issues, and he's a really, really smart guy. And again, he's a guest, but people think he's a regular on our show because he's on so often. Um, so, folks, again, sorry that wasn't the greatest reception. If you can see behind me, that's that. I'm gonna walk this way. Behind me is that famous restaurant, Gosman's. I'm giving them a free commercial right now. You know. Anyway, again, this Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, David Rader from uh, Midwest equisearch is going to be on, and we're going to talk a lot about the case, specifically about the search, about the canines used, and about whether he would come back if asked to come back by the powers that be. And I think their requirement is that the local police request their presence. And I spoke to him just the other day, and he said that 100% he would come back if he was requested to do so. Folks, it's been today's the third, so at 31:46, it's been 49 days since Summer was reported missing. Uh, we all hope and pray that she's returned safely, but at this point, it's a just it's really optimistic to think that could happen, and we hope and pray that it could happen. But it's been 49 days. That's a long time. It's a very long time. Anyway, I'm gonna be signing off now. This has been Bill Cannon from Police Off the Cuff Real Crime Stories podcast. Great to see you guys. I hope I see you Wednesday night. Again, I'll be with Phil Grimaldi, straight out of Brooklyn, and retired police officer and attorney Joe Murray. Thanks so much for listening. Bye now.